Good morning, it's Rob from Harlem Lofts. We are doing our weekly updates on condominiums and townhouses today. What happened the last week? We've been doing this since early March. Today is July 23rd, Thursday, and let me give you an update on townhouses first. But first, who we are. Harlem Lofts, we've been around for 22 years. We're located at Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Boulevard, pretty much at 272 Lenox Avenue or Malcolm X Boulevard. We focus on Harlem and Upper Manhattan only, with a strong we represent sellers for the most part in townhouses and condominiums. So if you want to stay in touch with us, go to our resource tab at the top of our website or social media at the bottom, and you'll get updates like this. And if you need to get in touch with us to get a copy of the charts that we use or anything, just email us at info@harlemlofts.com. If you're looking to list your property to sell, or if you're a buyer, email us at sales@harlemlofts.com, or my personal email, robert.p@harlemlofts.com. So let's jump into the townhouse market and what's happened in the last week. Okay, so townhouses. Keep in mind that the recordings sometimes happen, they're delayed. So, our data does change because our reports go off of the date that they were closed. But when we talk about the present, we're talking about date that they were recorded, because we don't know all of the information all the time until it's recorded. So, talking about what happened in the last week, 4 new townhouses hit the market. So we predicted a month and a half ago that we would get an influx of new properties. We've had 9 new properties, and we've talked about them each week. This week, 4 new properties hit the market. I'll tell you, a 1 family, a 2 family, an SRO being represented as a 1 family. Look into that one. And then a store with a 4 family. The one I want to highlight this week is on 123rd Street, a $4.5 million property hit the market. The high end, as you can see from our graphs and reports or our YouTube videos, the high end has not discounted, has not slowed up. We don't have the closings, but they're holding steady. I know of 2 more $4.5 million townhouses that are going to hit the market, 1 immediately and 1 within 2 months. So what that's telling us, if some of those do start closing, we're seeing no discounts on the high-end stuff. Where we are seeing the discounts are continually the prices from $2 to $3 million. And if you look at the chart here, talking about it'll just pop up behind me, percentage of discounts. The properties, the ones in green, are your $2 to $3 million. And the $2 to $3 million, it was 40% of those properties were discounting at 15%. That was pretty steady. That's been reduced to 10% now. So the most active range from 2 to 3 million, those sellers have reduced their discounts down below 10% now. So what that shows us is the market is coming back. I can tell you from experience, our open houses are full. We had another very busy weekend. It started with investors 6-7 weeks ago, and now we have end users and people that are going to live in their townhouses back. And we have 7 offers, I think, on the table right now, where we couldn't have said that a month ago. So the townhouse market is back. The discounts are being reduced. The biggest discounts still remain in the $2 and $3 million range. There's no discounts at the top end, and the bottom end is minimal as well. So let me see. Just to recap, 9 new listings, 9 new townhouses since July 1st, but 4 this week. So I think you'll see another 4 or 5 next week, and we're still at a total of 66. Last week we had 2 that were relisted. 2 of these new listings are relistings. We see a lot of those right now. 1 sold last week, or was recorded. 1 was rented, switched to a rental, and 2 went to contract. So the townhouse market has a lot of activity. We have open houses this weekend in the 95-degree heat. So come and sign your forms and enjoy us and social distance with us. Let's talk about the condo market. Okay, so on the condominiums, Again, I'm using these graphs. If you want these, email us at info@harlemlofts.com. We'll send them over. It's a real easy way to look. The weeks are at the bottom, and this is the volume. So you'll see in red is 2020, blue is 2019. So just at a glance, you can see that we're less than 50%. So more specifically, no condos closed that were recorded last week. Maybe some delayed closings, but none were recorded last week. 114 condominiums sold last year to this date, July 23rd. And this year we have 44 recordings. So we're at 65% down. If you want more information or detailed information on what's selling or whatever else on the condo market, email us at info@harlemlofts.com, and we're happy to have a discussion with you. But outside of that, as we stated, the condo market is poised for buyers right now, and there are 25 new hit the market this week. So we had 47 hit, 39 hit, and now 25 hit. So that's 75 condos in 3 weeks. The market's flooded. If you're a buyer, buy. If you're a seller on condos, maybe you want to rent it for a couple of years. But if we can help you, we'd love to. And that's it on the condo market. Okay, so I hope that was helpful on the townhouse and condominiums. In a nutshell, if you're a buyer for a condominium, this is your time to grab one. That market is aggressive for the buyers. It's a buyer market. Townhouses, not so much. They're holding their own. And there are a few more hitting the market. A lot of them, as we said, are relisted, old properties that are coming back on the market. They were taken off for COVID. But we do expect an aggressive townhouse fall season based on the activity we're having now. And we do not expect huge discounts on the townhouses. So that's where we are. Rentals, we don't talk about too much, but we have done a lot of rentals during this crisis. The higher end properties are slower to move. The smaller 1-2 bedrooms, studios, they're flying off the shelf. And I attribute that to families maybe not moving in a rental right now, but students seem to be coming back so they can be closer to campus, even though they might be online learning. But we do have a lot of students that are starting to trickle back, and those properties are going fast from a rental standpoint. So HarlemLofts.com. I'm Robb Pair. We'll update you again next week. Have a safe weekend and join us at some of our open houses. We have plenty. Go to HarlemLofts.com and check out our sales listings. Thank you.